I'm Gabe, and I had brain cancer twice. It all started at the local elementary school that I went to. We were at recess, and I fell to the ground and hit my head, and so I go to bed, and then the middle of the night, I wake up and screaming bloody murder, saying my head hurt. I stood up, but I couldn't stand. I was like, "Mom, it's really hard to stand." And she was like, "Alright, let's go." And she packed me into the car and took me to Carroll Hospital in Westminster. So they scanned me, and then one of the doctors came in, brought a chair in and sat down and broke the news to my mom that I had a very large mass in my head.
So Dr. An had come in on that Saturday to do an emergency surgery that morning because it was the size of a softball and his head was very small at the age of 5. If he had never hit his head, we would have never known. It was the concussion and the brain trying to swell, but there was no room for the brain to swell because it was already touching the skull. They think he was born with it, and with it being a low-grade glioma, they grow very slowly.
Yeah.
And Dr. An was very good about coming out and giving us updates, but when the head neurosurgeon at Hopkins, who is arguably one of the best neurosurgeons in the world, comes out and tells you straight up that tumor kicked his butt, it takes, you have to think about that for a minute.
Diagnoses from that first surgery, including a lot of emotional ones, and including complex PTSD. So to have it grow back and to know you might have to do it all over again. He did have to relearn how to walk again after that first surgery. So being a teenager and in the 7th grade and wanting to be cool and play baseball and hang out with all your friends, and now you found out that basically his worst nightmare had come true.
He was finally to the point where they were about to let him go 2 years, and they found a much smaller, comparatively speaking to a softball, it was much smaller. So they decided to go in and take that out. Gabe's gift and his curse is that he appears like a normal functioning teenager, but he still struggles with things that teenagers don't, right? So we still have to deal with that every single day.
It's okay to be afraid, because without fear, you can never find your bravery. And we talk about that all the time when my kids are afraid to do anything. And I'm like, it's okay. This is an opportunity to grow in your bravery. So, just those type of things that help us get through.